Bright play. So spawning down here in the bottom corner, we have playing for xGamers, BroLi as the blue Zerg, and spawning up in the top left-hand position here for Xtraterrestrials, we have Bright playing as the red Protoss here on Belshire. We'll have to see what strategies the two guys pull out here on this map. Hopefully there's not any air going into the actual microphone. It is very, very warm, so I have a fan on me, but I hope I have it at an angle where it's not actually hitting the microphone. Make sure to tell me in chat if that's actually the case, and I will make adjustments slash just live in a sauna. Alright, so BroLi not doing anything crazy. He built an overlord. That's pretty crazy. Zerg generally don't build overlords. When they do, they build them about 9 at a time, which is always nice. Up here we have Bright not doing anything too exciting. He is chrono boosting things, and he's preparing for either a gateway or a forge expand. We'll have to see. We have multiple robots in channel. Alright, so it's a forge expand. The thing about Belshire is it's actually extremely easy to cannon. Yeah, there it is. Cannon rush this natural. These down here, it's actually really, really easy. You'll see it a lot of the time. Yeah, that's a good point. On the view, appreciate that. We have, of course, the obscene-looking scouting pattern here out of the Zerg. Every time a Zerg spawns in the bottom right, it is very, very gratuitous what they draw with their overlords. Alright, so this is awkward. Does you see the probe? Okay, there's the probe. So go ahead, what's up? I'm not really doing anything, don't worry about it. And then BroLi's like, wait a minute, why are you down here? What are you doing? Are you trying to block my expansion? You're trying to block my expansion. And he's scouting around, trying to see what he can find. Protoss player just trying to be annoying right now. Dropping his expansion. So now the Zerg player is really, really high on minerals, because he's at 600. That's a ridiculous amount, and it is getting blocked off. And now he's going to chase him over here, and I don't think he's going to make it over here in time. Oh my gosh, it's a race up. Doesn't make it in time. And now he's able to block that expansion too. So now the Zerg player is in a very, very bad position. He doesn't have another overlord on the way. He is supply capped. He double builds so that way he can start the queen. And now Lings are out on the field. This pylon was cancelled, so now he should finally be able to expand at almost the 4-minute mark. The Protoss player's expansion is actually almost done, and he's just starting. It's a pretty good position for the Protoss player to be in. This pylon over here at the 3rd is going to go down, and then he'll be able to start that base. And I mean, he knows that it was Nexus, you know, Forge in a Nexus, so as long as he denies cannons, he can pretty much drone till about 7.5, 8 minutes. So that's probably what he's going to be doing. Alright, Bright just now becoming unsupply blocked when that pylon finished up there at the front. And the Nexus as well, I suppose. Cybernetics core going down. Now there's a gap right here. But the Zerg player stabilized pretty well here. It's a lot of gas being picked up, though. It's going to be an aggressive Baneling play? Or maybe he's just trying to catch up. I'm not sure. Alright, there's the lair. It's definitely a super fast lair at 525. You generally don't see that. Generally do not see 525 lairs. So I think it's either going to be like a roach, speed roach all in, or it's going to be a bling speed roach all in. We'll have to see. Or it could be any other possibility that I didn't call, so that way I'm covering them generically so I don't look stupid when it's neither of those. I mean, that's a possibility. We'll have to check. Alright, so we have probes headed out on the map right now. A probe with a zealot. These links don't have speed done. Speed actually just starting. Warp gate starting up. +1 starting up. +1 very, very strong versus Lings. That's why that's being started first. Pretty much always go +1 attack versus Zerg. Sometimes, I mean, versus Terran, it can be either way. +1 armor, very good versus Marines in particular, though. Especially coupled with Guardian Shield. So we'll have to see. Alright, I see Bright looks like he wants to position himself for a big, yep, there it is. Look at all them gateways. A big gateway attack. Putting that pylon over there on the left-hand side of the map. So we'll have to see if he's actually able to pull that off. We have a Nidus network, though, going down for BroLi. Okay. That's interesting. Do we have an... Okay, yeah, here's an Overlord in place to take advantage of it. And I mean, if he can get it out before these gateways really start churning out zealots, or like the first 6 zealots are warped in on this side of the map, and then, ooh, there it is. There it is. And Bright has no idea that this is coming. Starting some more pylons. But really, yeah, he has no idea. Link speed just now finishing. Here comes the Link Patrol. Out they go. Immediate pull. Very good on all the probes here. All the gateways finishing up here at the top, so where is he going to warp in? Alright, he's going to warp in down here at the south base. Trying to get us around on these zealots. These zealots do have +1, that means they're going to 2-attack through these links, and that engagement just went decisively in his favor because of that, the +2. Now all these probes coming back up into the main, along with all these warped in zealots. The 2 queens did pop through here, and there's not enough for a transfuse. That first queen goes down, more zealots being warped in, and they, again, all have +1, so it's just... That's going to easily be held off at this point. He's going to have to retreat back through the Nidus, and that is going to die. Really not as much damage as you'd want to see coming out of an all-in of that nature. He is now down. He's at half of the probe count. It's going to be pretty difficult for him to actually win that engagement. And there are warp-ins going in on the other side of the map. There was a creep tumor that actually ended up being dropped over here, though. And there's no detection, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. Not really that big of a deal. Mostly it's the fact that it gives vision and he can pop in there whenever he wants is what really makes it great. And the third doesn't look like it's going to be able to be saved, but we'll have to see. That's a lot of links, and they're focusing the hatchery. Okay, no, that they just turned around. I was going to say, if they focus the hatchery, they're definitely going to die. Now it looks like they should easily be able to take out that wave, and probably the next one. The reinforcements are coming down the map for them, and it looks like this game is going to go to Bright. Banning some type of, or barring some type of miracle, I guess I should say. He has sentries here. He's going to be able to box out reinforcements on the top. It's really the +1 that won the game here for Bright. It's just so powerful versus only wings. Force field at the bottom of the ramp. The queen cannot get away. Its physics gets sliced and bashes up against the wall as Bright takes game number 2 for Xtraterrestrials.